What's going on, everyone? Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and subscribe to our YouTube. All you have to do is search 3-Man Wrestling Podcast, and you'll have instant access to all things 3MWP. We thank you for your support.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to yet another, that's right, another episode this week. That's 3 episodes in 1 week, another episode of the 3-Man Wrestling Podcast. My name is Steven. What's that?
Hope you find time for us.
Yes, my name is Steven. I got my buddies Alex and Chris here. What's up?
What's up?
You guys hanging in there?
Oh, yeah, dude. I've never felt more alive.
Lots of podcasting this week.
Lots of podcasting. Actually, right before we started this podcast, we put on POD and we put on a live, and we're ready for every breath that we take.
Wow.
Crazy, man. A lot of music references right there.
All right. So, this episode, we're going to talk about some Smackdown.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about some 205 Live.
Some Smackdown.
We exposed Chris to the 205 Live tonight.
Dude, they were so cruising weight.
So we've gotten some people saying they would prefer if we put Raw and SmackDown separate. So we're going to try that out. Like I said at the end of the last podcast, we want to let each show breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
Leading up to WrestleMania.
We like to keep it separated.
Like a 25 days or so at this point. So we'll try it out. See what happens after WrestleMania, if we'll keep it or not. But we'll see.
We're keeping it real.
Yeah, man. As real as it gets. UFC.
That's how we roll.
This isn't the UFC, though. This is WWE, which is way more real.
Yes.
As you know.
Yes. Brock Lesnar's in this world.
So we know it's real.
So, SmackDown. Good show. They had my attention throughout.
Yeah. All 3 hours.
2.
Exactly. Felt like 3.
Oh, well, if you count 205 Live, it is 3 hours.
Hells yeah. Let's go.
Anyway, AJ Styles opened the show this week.
Dude, he's just phenomenal.
He is. Obviously, he won the six-pack challenge on Sunday at Fastlane. So now we know for sure we're getting AJ Styles versus Shinsuke at WrestleMania. So he comes out, cuts a good promo. Good promo from AJ tonight. Not tonight, last Tuesday, or this Tuesday, rather. The crowd, one thing I wrote down was the crowd chanted, "You deserve it," to him, and he said, "Nah, I earned this," because he did win on Sunday.
I feel like someone said that tonight.
He did. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that later.
But Shinsuke comes out, interrupts AJ's promo here. So he's all like, "Hey, AJ."
He didn't say it like that.
The only thing it's not a dream anymore, it's real.
When did he say that?
But the thing, I'm paraphrasing for the sake of people. I understood what he was trying to say.
You're one of the only.
Wow.
I need subtitles. I need closed captioning.
You need those graphics?
Yes.
Anyway, he says, the only thing I'm dreaming of is a knee to face at WrestleMania, and I will be champion after that.
So I have a question about that.
What's that?
Question time. So do you think he's actually putting on that accent, or he legit sounds like that?
That's his voice.
You think he's really speaking like that on purpose?
That's been his voice since New Japan.
Voice.
Yeah, but you don't think that it's more of like a thing now for him? It's like that's his I don't know, gimmick
persona?
kind of. Yeah, a little bit. Like he can actually, you don't think so?
No, that's his voice.
That's his voice.
Because I heard like some people like I was talking to one guy's like, yeah, they actually try to take the mic away from him, or they try to like
he doesn't talk a lot.
And then other people are like, no, it's kind of like his thing now.
What do you mean?
Like him speaking in proper English is like his gimmick.
Well, no, he literally does not know how to. He literally lived in Japan his entire life.
Oh yeah, you can live in Japan. I believe like maybe
he's not purposely speaking broken English. He literally does not know how to speak proper.
If you go back and watch his very first video on NXT, you can barely understand him. He goes pretty much. He just calls out a challenge, but it's like you. I challenge you, Sami Zayn.
Yeah, but you can't associate that.
It literally
with him
sounded
now.
like he said Sami Zayn. I challenge you.
He doesn't
Sami
talk a lot,
Zayn.
but for the sake of building to this match, he has to talk a little bit, and he has his catchphrases, his need to face.
But don't you think people like him more because of that?
I think no. He's one of those guys. Like I've said before on here, him and Asuka, they don't need to talk.
They prove themselves in the ring. They don't
That
need to
and
talk.
So when
Shinsuke,
he does talk, it's like an extra bonus.
Yeah,
Yes.
Shinsuke, he has the facial expressions. He's very unique with how he moves and stuff.
Yeah, they tell their stories in the ring. They don't
Yeah.
really have to use voice. I mean, I don't mind that, like today, or the other day, that they cut, Shinsuke could probably talk for a little longer, but they would keep on cutting him short, which I'm fine with. And Rusev.
Rusev shows up. And him and AJ have a match.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I thought this was a fun match.
I thought it was beautiful, man.
Dude, they threw those fists.
There wasn't really a lot of Rusev Day chants.
No, shockingly.
I think the crowd does realize that Rusev is just here to give AJ a match after he gave Rusev a match, Shinsuke a match on Sunday. But I did like this match. AJ did win this match,
No way.
obviously.
What?
With the calf crusher. No Styles Clash on Rusev. I mean, they did try it. And it looked a little ugly. So either it was
It
planned.
just didn't work out.
It was definitely planned because you can see Rusev trying to hook the arm, but he was also dangling the other one. So it wasn't like he was trying to go full Styles Clash.
Flopping like a fish out there. It didn't look right.
I think Rusev is listed as over 300 pounds, so I'm not exactly sure he's the right candidate for that.
Yeah, he's also kind of tall as well.
Yeah.
And I was really scared for him because even when he's slipping to try to get him into the accolade, he could have easily just dropped his own self on his head.
They actually said he was 305.
305.
Yeah.
So
when
he's probably not even 300 pounds.
when they make 305 live, he's going to be the headliner, Chris.
Super heavyweight.
Yes. He'll have his own show.
He's probably a little closer to 270, but they like to exaggerate that stuff.
Like the booster stats.
I mean, Jesse's 250.
Well, we don't know Jesse. Yeah. He won't come to our streams.
He won't host our streams.
Shout out to J-Bro. Now, if I know he comes at me, be like, bro, why'd you say that? At least we know he listened.
Yeah.
That's true.
There you go.
So it's a test.
And then that's a test that he should host us next time.
But AJ would not let go of said calf crusher, so Eden English interferes. And then they keep cutting to Shinsuke at the announce table, who he was hanging out. And slowly but surely, he's thinking about helping AJ, and eventually he gets up.
Dropkick Murphy's them.
Yes, dropkick Murphy's them. And he helps AJ out. So a little team up action from.
But did AJ need the help?
I mean, yeah, he was getting pretty beat up.
I mean, he is phenomenal. So
I know,
shouldn't
but
he be able to
even if you're phenomenal, double teams out of nowhere don't always work out for you.
That's not even a double team. It's one gigantic guy and his little skinny cousin.
I know, but you could totally count Rusev as 1.5 people.
Okay.
So
1.75. Dude, that anorexic little albino is so creepy looking. I'm sorry. Why is he wrestling?
Because that's his job.
Dude,
it's
his profession.
It's what he's trained to do his
entire
life. He
doesn't have much longer.
Wow. Is he going to die?
We don't know.
Do you know something we don't know?
Well, apparently Jeff Hardy's going to die. So maybe
Jeff Hardy's not dying.
Well, you guys
said that.
You guys did.
We never said he was dying.
You're Bray's going to kill the family. And you guys
no, that's Matt.
So
that's
you're
Matt's family.
The first time, you're oh, okay, DOI. Next time, it's going to be DOI with a crash. It's not going to work out.
That.
You guys literally said that.
We don't want Jeff Hardy to die.
If you guys want to see who's right, check out our podcast.
Yes, the previous episode.
And you can find out who's right. There we go.
Anyway, after that.
Promotion.
After that, we have a Big E promo backstage. He is confronted by, I never know which one it is, so we're going to say the interview person.
Charlie.
I mean, I'm pumped to see the Unsolved series after him.
What?
You again back. Bad joke.
They're so corny.
Apparently that's really good, though.
Oh, it's pretty good. McPoyle's in it.
You watched it?
Every day at work.
Oh, that's what you do at work? I'm glad. Anyway, she asked him about the beatdown from the Bludgeon Brothers that he and the rest of the New Day and the Usos were on the wrong side of.
Yeah.
And he says, I really wish, this is an exact quote, but it's what he kind of said. He was saying how he would wish he could be thinking about other things other than how Kofi and Xavier are hurt. And I'm here by myself tonight. He's like, oh, I wish I could think about filling Corey Graves' car up with pancake batter. I can't do that. I have to worry about the Bludgeon Brothers coming at me or whatever. And he says, Kofi and Xavier, they're going to be fine. So that's the only thing they really alluded to with Xavier, which is that he's going to be fine. So maybe it's a little more serious than they thought. You never know. But for now, I have to stand up for them, and I got to get back at the Bludgeon Brothers. And then an Uso. Does anyone know which one it
Jimmy.
was?
Uso.
It was Jimmy. Okay.
I wrote down in my notes, I wrote down Uso, and then came back to when he walked out of the ring and it said Jimmy. I was
Okay.
like,
So
boom,
it
back
was
in my
Jimmy.
notes.
So he says, they took my brother out too, so let's team up and let's take out those Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah, it was a cool moment too because they said like we're putting on a classic, and at WrestleMania like we'll be putting on another classic match, but let's take out the Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah.
So and it can allude which we probably thought of what the WrestleMania match is going to be. It's going to be them three. There could be a moment where the Usos and the New Day put themselves aside so they can take out the Bludgeon Brothers and they get back at it.
Maybe they'll have what do you call it? Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy tag team. All right, I know that one's a stretch, but how about Christian and Edge and Christian?
Again, you don't understand how traumatizing it was
You don't
for
understand
us
what
when
being-
Edge retired. I literally almost cried.
He didn't retire. It was scripted that way, bro. He's okay.
The doctors told him he was going to die.
Yeah, it's
That's
called
not scripted.
It's called a script, bro. And he's gonna come back badder than ever.
Batter.
Badder.
All right, well, Christian was
Why?
also
It's
forced to
been
retire.
like, what, 7 years since he retired? So
You gotta wait for the double digits.
Slow burn.
Actually, maybe not. Maybe he'll come back for WrestleMania.
Slow burn. Okay.
Oh,
Anyway,
that's a good song. That's by Ref Theory, right? Slow Burn.
There's like 3 songs in my iPod alone called Slow Burn.
Yeah.
From several bands.
Yeah, Ref Theory made a kick-ass song called Slow Burn. I
back
forgot
to
about that.
SmackDown.
Yeah, Ref Theory is like a what do you call it? Wrestling band? I don't know.
I mean, they have
What?
Randy Orton's song.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, Ref Theory. They've done a couple songs for what's the one that was like something with Judgment or whatever? They did like
I don't know, man. You're the
No, I
fan.
know. You're the music guru.
I'm sorry, Ref Theory. Shout out to Ref Theory.
Yeah, man. But after that, Shinsuke and AJ were backstage, to which Shinsuke said to AJ, as long up until WrestleMania, I'll help you. But when we get there, you know what?
Need a face.
Need a face. He's going to get it at WrestleMania.
He's gonna get those hands.
No, knees.
Okay.
Braun does the hands.
He's gonna get them knees.
Knees or hands?
Hands and knees?
Both?
Shoulders?
Oh, he's gonna go on his hands and knees. I get it.
No.
Oh, it's Steven. Clever. I didn't see that one. That was a good
shoulders,
one.
knees, and toes?
What?
What?
Alex, why are you making that reference? That's inappropriate. It's a
Ah.
wrestling podcast. Please continue, Steven.
It's a children's song. It's not an
Listen,
so
this isn't Fisher
confused.
Price over here, all right? We don't need any of those games.
I'm so
Oh, yeah.
confused.
Anyway, yeah, let's go.
Like some time, guys.
There's no games back
Monopoly.
there.
We got-
It's just a sheet.
Listen, we are the game. And then, like, you see Motorhead
No, Triple
come
H
out.
is the game.
Yeah, and then Triple H comes down with the whatever shovel, golden
The
shovel.
Golden Shovel, which is going to bring up WrestleMania.
It has Cena's face in it. All right.
Right. Back to SmackDown. We're going on a lot of tangents right now.
Oh man, Chris, you're interesting. You're an interesting guy.
Thanks, man.
But we get the match next. Jimmy.
Hasbro.
It was Jimmy, right? Jimmy.
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 Jimmy and
Jimmy.
Big E versus the Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah.
And you knew how that was going to end up.
Did we?
Yeah.
How did it end?
Someone got bludgeoned, or 2 people got bludgeoned.
Okay, but who did you think was gonna win?
The Bludgeon Brothers.
They didn't.
How did they not win?
They didn't win.
Who won?
Am I wrong?
What?
Uso and Big E won, right?
No.
Oh, they didn't.
No.
I honestly, I had to walk away during work for
All
this.
right.
Are you serious?
This is what happened here.
I was just
Wow.
hoping
So
I was like, did I watch the wrong Raw?
Big E and
Or
Jimmy
SmackDown?
are standing there. Bludgeon Brothers come out with the mallets. They walk up to the ring, and then Jimmy and Big E are talking what they're gonna do. They look at the Bludgeon Brothers, then they run out of the ring, tell people to move it, get 2 steel chairs, right?
Yes.
So they get 2 steel chairs, dive back in the ring, and they say, "Come on, fight us, fight us!" And the Bludgeon Brothers turn around, pick up their mallets, walk back into the ring, and they're just standing there for a couple minutes. And Big E and Jimmy decide to attack first, and the mallets just they smack the chairs out of their hands.
Chairs versus hammer.
Then the refs come in, separate them, and then it becomes the match actually starts. It was an alright match. It was more just Bludgeon Brothers looking strong, and they just like divided Big E and Jimmy at the end. They got Big E out of the ring, and then they threw. Or Jimmy tried to go for a clothesline on Rowan, but he didn't see Harper. Harper clotheslined him, threw him into the corner turnbuckle, and they did a combined power bomb, and Rowan gets the pin this time, not Harper. So the Bludgeon Brothers win, and pretty much they attack Big E after.
Yep.
They beat him down some more.
Yep. They're like, hey, we didn't bludge you enough.
Yeah. So. And that was like it. They just destroyed him. I don't know. I don't think they attacked. They might have attacked Jimmy a little bit, but I know they really went into Big E.
I feel like they should open with the song Forever by Code Orange. Now, I know my boy Jesse's really into this, so he'll probably agree with me, but the Bludgeon Brothers should definitely open up to that.
But they have their song.
It's not that good. Yeah, it's not that cool.
But it's also Baron Corbin's song, too.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so I'm going to put a snippet of it Forever, and you guys can hear how awesome it is.
No, it's
with
copyright,
the Bludgeon
bro.
Brothers. No, not if the Bludgeon Brothers are using it.
It's copyright.
It's not copyright.
Yes, it is.
No, it's Bludgeon Brothers Forever.
Give the band some credit.
There we go.
Source
So,
to be.
Are we going to get a chairs versus hammers match at WrestleMania?
It's going to be a no disqualification match,
Well,
triple
yeah.
threat.
Maybe this will be the ladder match. They like to have a ladder match at WrestleMania.
That's true.
What about Buried Alive, man? Is that what Undertaker and Cena are going to do?
No. Where does the buried alive part come into this match?
Dude, I don't know. They're the Bludgeon Brothers, so they put the dead bodies in the Buried Alive case. Coffin.
I think the last time everyone was so traumatized seeing Paul Bearer get buried alive that they stopped doing that.
Yeah, no.
They don't really do that match anymore.
All right, what about the Undertaker and Cena? Oh, Buried Alive Cena.
No one's getting buried alive.
Oh my God, what happened?
Gonna be Hell in a Cell.
No, I feel like this will be a ladder match.
Yeah, this seems like the ladder match.
The Usos and the the New Day are pretty creative, as we've seen with their matches in Hell in a Cell and you name it, they've done it. So they're pretty creative, and the Bludgeon Brothers add a nice dynamic to that match if you have ladders in there.
Or Buried Alive. Just saying.
All right, Chris really wants a buried alive match sometime soon.
It's been a while.
And I'm just gonna tell you right now, it's not gonna happen.
That's what you say about all my predictions.
Okay, but think
Or
about
wants and
no,
needs.
because Edge isn't gonna happen.
Dude, Edge is great.
Shawn Michaels isn't coming back.
Why? Oh yeah, dude, they showed me a picture of his lazy eye. It was so funny. But yeah.
After that, we got Charlotte and Asuka facing off before their historic match coming up at WrestleMania.
So who had more? I almost did it.
What?
Who had more flair? I was gonna say who's more flashy.
I thought this was Asuka's best promo to date.
Indeed.
I think it was a very good promo, and
Why?
they finally, because they kept Asuka short and to the point, and she came off very, very powerful and strong.
Yes.
Where her other stuff, she kind of would ramble. They didn't know how to write her. This, it was like, you're coming out here, Charlotte says her things, and you come right back at her, and that's what she did. And they kept it to 3 sentences, and boom, promo done. All you have to do with Asuka.
But Charlotte says to be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
I did want to face you because it's a once in a lifetime moment to have it at WrestleMania. So I did get goosebumps when I heard your music on Sunday. But Asuka says yes. I've never faced anyone like you, but you've also never faced anyone like me. And she says, like she said on Raw, you gotta to be the woman, you gotta beat the woman. So they keep going back to that. Charlotte's daddy said that, Ric Flair. So it's a good story piece they're using. And Asuka ended it. They keep going to the Queen versus Empress thing. So I have a question.
Who's the king?
No.
Shinsuke.
The Queen. Would you prefer to be a queen or an empress? In your eyes, what's more important? Chris.
Oh, you're asking me this
I'm
one?
asking both of you, but usually you have the weird answers for this kind of stuff.
I have the weird answers. All right, so Queen is just like you're old, you're like in charge of Britain and all that. No one cares about you. You have tea and stuff.
There's other queens.
But no, there's not, Steven.
Of Wakanda.
So ridiculous. Anyway, and then you have like the Empress of it makes me think of the sister in Thor. She's a badass.
Like
So
Hela?
Empress is probably gonna have some like sorcery behind her.
Are you
probably
talking about
want
Hela?
that.
Hela?
Sure, man, that works. You can do that.
Sister.
So, like, you're going to see some magic flying out from the Empress. You're going to see some sorcery. Like, Hell's going to come up in the ring.
I don't think Hell's involved.
And the Queen, what does she have? She has, like, tea and those, like, soldiers, like, you have to wind up.
So, you're saying you'd rather be an Empress than a
Yeah,
queen?
of course you do. You get the special powers. You have the enchanted forest that you're going to take over.
What?
Yeah.
Where does that come in?
That's what the Empress does.
This is some weird.
Why is there an
lore
enchanted
here.
forest?
You guys got to look a little bit outside the box and see the realm of possibility. This is what we have here at WWE. That's why I don't think Charlotte's going to go, woo, after Ask Asuka, Saka, whatever. Dude, they have actually a great drink that's kind of goes with her, actually.
What's that?
I don't know.
Sake bomb?
Yeah, that works. Let's go with that. No, someone mentioned it. There's supposedly there's like little mixed drinks that each wrestler has. Like you can play a drinking game with.
Where?
I don't know. People at work are talking about it.
But where?
What do you mean where? You play
Like,
with
is
your
that a
friends.
place that I have to go to?
Or can we do it for
Or is it like-
WrestleMania?
or is there like a recipe thing? Why don't you find out for us?
I will find out for next
Do some
podcast.
It's a
research.
long day on WrestleMania.
It's a
Sunday.
long day.
We have our first softball game. It's Masters Sunday. Tiger Woods could be in it. Could be in the contention. It's going to be a long day for me. And then the night before is NXT. I'm probably going to be very regretful that Monday.
Regretful.
Of the
That's a great way to put it.
intake of food and alcohol and...
So you definitely
Yeah.
want to go see this because the calorie count is going to go high.
Yeah, the calorie count.
You're going to be like, I thought he went high before, and now you're going to be like, he went higher.
But that ended with Asuka saying that she bows to no one because apparently empresses are more important than queens.
Mm-hmm.
Like Chris
Just
just
look at
described.
Mulan.
Asuka bows
Mulan?
down to no
Yeah.
one.
But she's a princess.
She was an empress.
I thought she was a princess.
She's technically, I don't know.
It's the technicalities
I
over here.
haven't seen Mulan in a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah, she defeated a whole army. She
But
became
does
the
it mean
empress.
she's
But
an empress?
she's considered a Disney princess.
Yeah, she's a Disney princess.
Yeah, which is also AKA an empress of
Like-
tomorrow. There you go. well,
I'm not even
that
going to get
made
in this
sense,
Empress
actually.
Princess
I'm not
or
even
Queen
mad.
debate. I'm
Yeah,
just
actually-
staying out of it.
He really made that work, so good for him. But Randy Orton,
Dude, Andy.
Orton comes out as this promo's ending.
With his smug look. So good.
But he said there was a lot of promos on this show.
Of course.
Now that I think about
There
it,
was little matches, a lot of promos.
because I feel like every thing I have is promo backstage.
Yeah.
But he says he's been called a lot of things in his career, good and bad, but he's never been called the U.S. champ. But now he can be. But he says throughout the match, Robbie Roode gained his respect. So, but Bobby Roode then comes out. He does this glorious thing, which Chris loves, right?
Glorious.
So you do like it now.
No, you said it, so I did it.
Oh. Why don't you like it?
It was stupid.
All right. To each his own.
To
But-
each his own.
Roode does say that he gets a rematch, and he wants that at WrestleMania. So that's confirmed, at least, that match is happening. But then Jinder comes out. And, he instigates Bobby Roode and Orton again with the whole legacy and, all that stuff between the two and how Roode has accomplished things Orton hasn't in way less time. But that leads to, which was announced earlier tonight, Bobby Roode versus Jinder in a match. They had a, pretty, what you can expect from Bobby Roode and Jinder in a match.
Mm-hmm.
But Jinder won this match. So you have to imagine that means he's going to be inserted in the U.S. title match at WrestleMania.
As we kind of predicted.
Yeah. But Orton gets off some RKOs after that match.
Of course he does.
But who doesn't like a good RKO?
I know. It's the best.
Do you guys get sick of when they constantly say it's out of nowhere? Because at this
Yeah.
point, it's like...
I feel like at this point
Dude,
it's
it's totally
actually
out of
called
nowhere.
the RKO out of nowhere, not just a
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys get annoyed by that, though?
No, because
I
I
mean-
never see it coming. I'm like, oh my god, it really
You have
came
to
out of
expect
nowhere.
at this point with Jinder and Bobby Roode, especially Jinder, that when he's celebrating, he has to keep his back turned. You have to think about that. Like, I don't know. But I hate it's out of nowhere. I want it when it's legitimately out of nowhere. Like, when Seth Rollins went for the curb stomp at WrestleMania, that was legit out of nowhere. Like, no one expected that. Mm-hmm. That was cool. But if not, just call it an RKO.
I actually had a feeling he was going to do that. I wrote about it on my blog.
You're covering wrestling then?
No, you guys can actually figure it out. It was on my Zanga, but they took that down since then. So, sorry, guys.
Are you sure it's not on your blog spot?
No, I don't have that anymore.
WordPress?
No, I was all Zanga. I tried to support them to the very end. Just couldn't last.
Did you have a Tumblr blurb about it?
No.
We still have to get someone to run a Tumblr for us.
Yeah.
We get GIFs and stuff on there, like.
Again, if I have a computer eventually that can actually edit stuff, I can actually make GIFs from like our streams at one point or another.
Maybe we could. That would cut out the vulgarity.
Yes, that would.
Me getting very excited. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean. I don't think I offended anyone, but if anyone saw that clip on our YouTube channel,
me and Chris were very offended, but it's all right. We took it with stride.
I tend to get excited about things.
He's very passionate.
A lot of curse words fly out of this this thing they call your mouth when it happens to me. I don't know why I said it like that. I saw your face.
It's called?
He went in deep. he dug into us.
It's okay.
It's all right.
Hopefully you guys forgive me. But it's gonna happen again, so just get used to that.
I dubbed the Unforgiven.
All right, I didn't know you were gonna bring Metallica in this.
Yeah. But all right, let's get back to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Perfect segue, Metallica into SmackDown.
So Kevin Owens is backstage.
Who's that?
You know who that is.
Okay.
Don't even play that.
Oh, he's the guy with the KO on his shirt.
Yes.
Knockout.
But he talks about the six-pack challenge again. He says that Sami Zayn would be nowhere without him. You could argue that. Kevin Owens influenced his attitude change to things. So solid claim to that. But he also says that he would be the WWE champion now if it wasn't for Shane McMahon, which is also true.
Yeah.
Because Shane McMahon did get involved in the match, pulling Kevin Owens off of Dolph Ziggler.
Him right off.
So we'll get back to them in a second. After that, we had a match, Carmella versus Naomi, a.k.a. the Human Glow Stick.
Dude.
Which Chris likes to call her.
The best match of the night.
Was it?
No.
Why?
Because Carmella sucks. She just goes like... She sounds like that wife that everyone hated.
Vicky Guerrero?
Yeah.
But why does she suck?
Who?
Other than the voice.
Because that actually makes me not like her.
But I think that's the point.
What, does the voice?
Yeah, I think she's,
all right,
she's
they
not
nailed
a face.
Oh, yeah.
Carmella?
Yeah.
Dude, her voice is so annoying.
I just don't like how they, like... She's supposed to be Money in the Bank. She's supposed to be... She is.
She's Miss Money in the
Bank. But I'm saying she's supposed to be eventually a champion, but yet she doesn't be. She doesn't fight in the ring. She just yells and like...
Yeah.
Off my hair! Off my hair!
Yeah, she pulled like that... Right. She was like wrapping that girl's
You want
hair
that? You want that as champion?
Oh, yeah. How often does Alexa Bliss actually wrestle?
Yeah, but she doesn't.
But when she wrestles well. Like, she actually puts on a match.
She has a braid.
So is Carmella. She wins. All that matters is if you win.
By cheating.
That's according to Chris. Okay, that's not according. If you lose, you suck. If you win, you're solid.
All that matters is that you win. And she's beat a 2-time women's champion on SmackDown.
Who's that?
Naomi.
Oh, that means
I'm fine with them booking her to be, but I would like her to actually put on a strong match.
Okay, I am Team Carmella.
All right, so you like screeching?
Yes, I think it's a great
pulling
character.
Hair.
It works.
She looks like Iggy, bro.
No, she doesn't.
Her intro music is Iggy. She's Iggy.
F-A-B-U-L-O-U-S. Yes, I'm fabulous.
Anyway, so that what do you say? It's a bathroom break taco stand.
Hey man, I watched it.
Was this? No, I think
I was definitely into this.
Great.
There's so many.
This is my favorite part of the night.
There's so many promos. I didn't have a taco break match this week. I guess you had to quickly run during the AJ backstage because you know what you're expecting, so you had to run to the merch stand as quick as possible.
Nah, Carmella versus Naomi is match of the month for me. It's my winner right there.
You're trolling.
Yeah. That's not gonna
Oh,
win.
sorry.
Carmella's in. I'm in.
Sorry, the Shane announcement was your taco break.
Nah, man. I like
There's
this
some
too.
there's some things, but you could hear that on the
Someone's
PA.
got to like
Shane
SmackDown.
announcement?
Someone's got to like SmackDown.
What does Shane do?
Hey, man. We had a lot. Come out of this segment, so we're gonna go right into that.
Yeah, we had a lot coming out.
Shane had an announcement, which they brought up a few times in the night.
Because Shane always has to be on SmackDown.
So he gets on the mic. He says, I've made some mistakes in my time running SmackDown Live. So after tonight, I'm taking an indefinite leave of absence as your commissioner. And next week, Daniel Bryan will have full control of SmackDown when he returns. But he has one more announcement before he goes away, and that it's going to be Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. To which Kevin Owens takes a little bit of exception to. He comes out and he drops the best of luck in your future endeavors line on Shane, which is the famous line WWE gives people. And shortly after that, Kevin Owens' buddy, frenemy? Whatever. Frenemy.
Let's go.
Sami Zayn comes out, and they team up on Shane. They both hit their finishers on him. Shane gets pretty beat up here. They put a chair around his neck and throw him into the ring post, which is pretty brutal. And
Always terrifying to see, by the way. Because you never know what's going to happen from that.
And then they drag his lifeless body backstage. We get a quick shot of gorilla position, so that's 2 nights in a row. But they drag him backstage. It was pretty funny because on Raw, Shane got up and tried to defend Vince when Roman got in his face, but Shane's lifeless body is getting dragged presumably past Vince, and he just does nothing about it.
Yeah, let's see Vince. He's fine.
I'm sure Triple H is back there hey Dad, did you see that? Shane just Kevin Owens and Sami are...
He's fine. He's jumped off Hell in a Cell. He's fine. That's nothing.
But then they powerbomb Shane. I don't even know what they powerbombed it on.
Yeah, I don't know.
It looked... I don't even know. It was some sort of a structure, but they powerbomb Shane on this thing. They go away, and then all you hear is Shane, like the weirdest sounds. Yeah. Beat purple. Selling
it doesn't sound like a power bomb.
It doesn't sound natural at all.
But
yeah, it was weird. It was very we're supposed to sympathize for him, but it's very hard when he's making noises like that.
Yeah, I know we crap on Shane. We say he needs to jump off of things, but he will always take a bump for entertainment value.
Yeah, and now we're probably gonna get Shane at WrestleMania again.
Well, yeah, he'll have a match, whether or not it's a triple threat or a handicap match, we don't know yet.
Probably a handicap match at Hell in a Cell, so Shane can jump off it again. Yeah.
No Hell in a Cell. We don't need a Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania.
What is Shane gonna jump off of?
I'm sure there's some sort of structure that they're gonna build. Is it outside? No, it's in the Superdome.
It's in the Superdome. Oh, he'll fall from the ceiling. He'll jump from the top of the ceiling.
Too soon. Owen Hart, bro.
Hey, that was a while back. It's all right.
Hold on.
But he's no harness.
But yeah, that was the closing shot of SmackDown this week.
Closing shot.
Poor Shane.
Closing
making weird noises.
Don't know what's gonna happen there. We'll find out next week. See if
on Dragon Ball Z.
Yes, but not Dragon Ball Z. But speaking of Dragon Ball Z, 205 Live.
Yeah, dude, the guy seemed like Goku when he got his ass kicked by Frieza. And then he's like, I have one thing left in me, Super Saiyan. But that never happened.
We exposed Chris to the world of cruiserweights tonight. Mm-hmm. They haven't been on Raw since we really started doing this. Since Triple H got his hands on the show.
Got these hands.
So we said, hey, we'll watch 205 Live. It's the semifinals starting on this episode for the Cruiserweight Championship tournament. So we want Chris to watch. So he's informed going into WrestleMania. And obviously we want to watch because it was a good time. Yeah. I enjoyed it. I watched 205 Live. I think it's great.
I think Luke Stronghold put a great... He put a great match.
Did you just combine Luke Rockhold and Roderick Strong's name, sir?
Yes, I did.
Luke Stronghold.
Yeah.
I think we have our first creator wrestler on our maybe future WWE 2K
And this guy
promotion. Luke Stronghold.
Listen, you gotta hand it to the guy. He was like a shapeshifter. You know, one day he was Bacchus.
Hold on. We'll get into the main
Then he was
event.
Dennis Reynolds, James Neal.
Relax.
Like,
so
who is he?
The first match was Akira Tozawa and Hideo Itami tagging against
Forgot about that match.
the Lucha House Party, which was Gran Metalik and Lince Dorado. Chris, what'd you think about these guys?
They reminded me of Mexican Power Rangers.
Mexican Power Rangers.
Yes.
Okay. And what about Tozawa and Itami?
Who?
Tozawa and Itami, the other guys.
It made me want to play Mortal Kombat. I won't lie. I wanted to bicycle kick someone.
Hideo used to wear scorpion-themed attire.
Really?
Actually.
That's even better. See? It
So,
makes me...
There you go.
There you go. Mortal Kombat vibe.
I mean, they do kind of go for like the video game vibe.
Oh, dude. Especially with their kicks.
And their
like,
graphics and
like
everything.
he jumped off the ropes and like yelled.
Yeah, he
That
did.
was pretty awesome right there.
But Tozawa and Itami get the win in this match. These are like the first two tag teams in the division, like actual tag teams.
Yeah.
Heading into what's rumored to be tag titles coming to the Cruiserweight division. So
About time. It's overdue.
they're starting to, I guess, establish some teams. I'm assuming that's going to come after, well, obviously after WrestleMania.
Yeah,
at
you
this
gotta have a
point.
foundation.
Yes, you're right. So they won. There's a Jack Gallagher match. We're going to be honest, we kind of just skipped through it.
Oh, the gingers with the
Yeah,
mustache.
because, I don't know. We just skipped through it. It's late here on the East Coast.
It wasn't worth our time.
Lots of podcasting tonight. Lots of reviewing, lots of watching, lots of
Speculation.
Yeah. I would have, maybe I would have been able to do it if Dunkin' Donuts didn't decide to close randomly
5 p.m.
like 5 o'clock today.
Ratting on you.
And I didn't get my coffee, so we're hanging on by a thread here, but we're almost done. We're going to get through it. We're going to do it enthusiastically. But the main event...
Yeah, Alex.
I'm in this.
The semifinal.
It's my boy.
The first semifinal of the Cruiserweight tournament was Roderick Strong versus Cedric Alexander. And they put on a really good match.
Cedric Alexander is the GOAT.
They definitely have a spot in our match of the month.
Yes.
Nominees for March already. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've said it before on this podcast when we kind of brush over to it. I love Roderick Strong, or Luke Stronghold, as Chris calls him.
Yeah, he's pretty dope. Facial expressions.
He's one of my favorite wrestlers right now. I like backbreakers. Backbreakers are really cool, and he does a lot of backbreakers. He's the messiah of the backbreaker. His work in NXT, I don't know. He's been used well, but like we're seeing now, I think he's never going to be in the actual title picture. I mean, he has been in the past, but not like prominently.
Mhm.
So it looks like he's set for a permanent call-up soon here, as NXT gets even more loaded with talent and potential main roster, main event talent down the road. So
Yeah.
he has cemented a good spot for himself on 205 Live to start. He could always jump up to the main shows, which I would like. I don't know. What do you guys think of Roderick Strong? I've been watching him for a while, so his time in ROH and etc. But what do you guys think of him? This was like your first real dabble. I mean, Alex probably saw him in like War Games on NXT and stuff, but what do you guys think?
He was great. He put on a great match. He's Tampa Bay, repping those colors.
He was.
Yeah, I gotta say, I really admired his way that he expressed his feelings while in the ring. He had the best facial expressions of the night, hands down. Yeah.
And who did you say he looked like?
Well, that one scene where he's like really stressing his body and he's getting like really red and you can see like the veins pulsing from his neck. Totally looks like Dennis Reynolds when he's like staring at the camera in bed.
From
Yeah.
Always Sunny.
Yes, Dennis
TV
Reynolds.
show.
Glenn Howerton, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, then he looked like David Backus from what is he, Boston Bruins
yes,
now?
The Bruins.
And then when he was crying during the playoffs for St. Louis, that was hysterical. And then James Neal, a hockey player from Nashville.
I think when his hair gets messed up in the match, which happens every time, he kind of looks like Kramer. He has the Kramer
that
hair.
works too.
So,
see, again, he's a shapeshifter, man. He takes on iconic roles and celebrities, you know? And that's a feat you can't always do.
And, you know, you did say Cedric Alexander looked like Mr. T.
Yeah.
So
we had very high-end celebrities in the ring today. And I think, you know, in the end, Cedric, you know, pity the fool. That's all I gotta say.
That's great. That was good.
But, yeah, like we said, this was a really good match.
Yeah, Roger Strong was great.
Both of them got off their... Cedric got the lumbar check off, which no one has kicked out of ever, I don't think.
No one.
Especially in this tournament. It's finished every match, just one lumbar check. But Roderick Strong, again, he didn't kick out of it. He put his foot on the rope, so they protected it. So that was good. I like that Roderick Strong found a way to get out of it. Again, making him look, pun intended, strong. As he heads on to probably 205 permanently after WrestleMania.
Which he deserves.
Yes. And Roderick Strong also got the end of Heartache off. But again, Cedric Alexander got his foot on the rope.
Is that Killswitch related?
Yes, you've actually asked that on this podcast before.
Okay.
So he did see 205 live, or
no,
match.
I kind of just brushed over it on Roderick Strong's first match.
Oh, yeah.
So he likes Killswitch?
Sure.
I'm gonna guess if he named his finisher after the song, I'm guessing he likes it.
Let me look up now for sure that it is a reference.
Listen, you can just end a heartache and just be after a girl that really broke his heart.
He's actually married to one of Ronda Rousey's pals.
Didn't she shoot him?
Did she?
I don't know. They had the whole promo like, I've been through challenges.
No, she did not.
And it popped up. It was like, divorce, shot, husband. I was like, oh man, he'd been shot.
No, he has. That's his new wife.
That shot him.
Looking Killswitch. I should know this.
You should. Killswitch Engage is another. That's another band that should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it's definitely a reference because he even came out to End of Heartache, on the Indies. So
didn't Killswitch do the music for CM Punk?
Yes, they did. Well, it was for Randy Orton, but he didn't use it.
That's so messed up. So there you go. Killswitch, Hall of Fame.
So, yeah. Again, really good match.
Yes.
Cedric Alexander is headed to WrestleMania in the Cruiserweight Championship match. And
My
he will face...
prediction is coming.
And he will face the winner of Mustafa Ali and Drew Gulak next week. So either way, we're in for a really good match at WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. Hopefully they let them breathe a little bit, give them some time, even if it's on the pre-show, which, you know.
I hope not. It's for the title.
I know, but look at this card.
Yeah.
Look at it.
But I mean, you can move stuff around.
I know you can, but I'd rather let them have 20 minutes on the pre-show than 12 minutes on the main card.
Yeah, but we all know Brock versus Roman's going to be like 10 minutes.
I don't know. They had a decently... See,
you have to look at the matches, and you got to see which ones definitely need to breathe, and you obviously have to have Shinsuke and AJ.
Shinsuke and AJ do.
Cena, Undertaker, if it comes to fruition.
I don't even know if that has to breathe, but it's going to be a long match.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You want to give it time, obviously. Charlotte, Asuka, you want to give it some time.
Yeah.
Everything else, unless I'm not really seeing it.
Miz, Seth, and Finn, maybe.
You want to give them a little bit extra time.
I don't know. I like. That's just my opinion. I feel like I'd rather have them give them a lot of time on the pre-show than.
You got to leave time for when Hardy comes back.
But since it's such a big deal, like it is the finals of a tournament.
Yeah.
I would see why they want to give it the spotlight.
Yeah.
On the main card when everyone is watching.
Mm-hmm.
Is it though?
What do you mean?
Is it such a big deal?
What do you mean? What's the big deal? The finals of the tournament? It should be.
But is it?
They're trying to hype this up. They're trying to get more
viewership
and
fanship. Right now the Cruiserweight division isn't that big of a deal, but they're definitely riding the ship with that.
So it's just gaining momentum.
Yes. They, like I said, they're focusing more on wrestling, which is what the whole bringing the Cruiserweights in originally was all about. So they kind of Triple H righted the ship when he got his hands back on 205 Live. So it's more about the wrestling, like I said before.
More about flipping.
There's a lot of flips. I told you
So
there's going to
many
be a lot of flips. But yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to every match at WrestleMania this year, but the Cruiserweight match should be fun. Either way, whoever faces Cedric Alexander in that match. So yeah, Chris, overall thoughts on your first 205 Live experience?
It was cool.
That's it? Cool?
Yeah.
No real thoughts here?
I mean, the flips were fun. The Mexican Power Rangers did not expect that. Just kind of disappointed there were no bicycle kicks, but maybe next week they'll come back.
You get those on from AJ and Finn every week.
AJ and Finn.
They do a Pele kick. Bicycle kick.
Yeah, I don't know. It was cool, I guess.
Who was your favorite from this group of competitors you were introduced to?
Oh, it got to be Luke Stronghold.
Roderick Strong. Okay.
Yeah.
So he has a new fan. Hopefully he gets his name right at some point.
Yeah, I mean, a guy who can wear Tampa Bay clothing and colors and then, shapeshift. He's got my vote.
In the event, oh my god! Imagine if we in the future ever interview him, and Chris accidentally calls him that. Oh God!
Listen, I'll call Cold Stone Steve Austin, Andy Norton. I'll call all my guys what their names actually is.
Asuka,
yeah, it's phonetic, bro. She's saying it wrong the whole time, and it's embarrassing. But we're just gonna look past it.
And obviously today you said Shinke.
Yeah, Shinke. Nakamura.
All right.